This year has been unique and special in many ways, and one of the things we recognized at Bridge was how each of our graduates were truly shining stars. The brightness of a star shines for millions of miles across our universe and is seen by many on Earth. Stars are a magnificent part of God's creation, and our 2020 class is no exception. During a unique time in history, the following young women and men have made a commitment to shine brightly, work with tenacity, and invest their leadership skills into a world that needs each of their individual lights. Together, let's celebrate our very first cohort of Dare to Dream leadership graduates. Ashley Delbridge. Dare to Dream, along with her passion for technology, has allowed Ashley to define her ultimate life goal: to help females improve their financial situations through the use of technology and help build the next generation of female leaders in the technology industry. Candace Green. As a Southeast Queens native, Candace is passionate about giving back to her community, creating platforms for discussion on faith, mental health, and hosting empowerment events for women and young girls of color. Amani Lene. As a graphic design professional with a long list of experience, Amani has a unique understanding of her field, with an invaluable eye for visual and cultural trends and how they can be incorporated into the design world while communicating vision and inspiration. Jonathan Ortiz. Jonathan's role in his professional field is one of ownership. As a project leader, he develops and implements creative media solutions for various businesses. From working on photography art programs for at-risk youth to connecting with nonprofits to help further their mission, the Dare to Dream Leadership Program has further developed his leadership skills and style. Paula Thompson. As a direct support worker for individuals with developmental disabilities, Paula has emerged as a leader through Dare to Dream. The deep drive she has to help people and be a force for good is what pushes her to work towards her dream of being a speech pathologist in her community. Douglas Pohl. Looking for an opportunity to expand self-powerment and hone his networking skills, Doug entered our Dare to Dream program with hopeful anticipation and is graduating with renewed confidence as a leader. Jessica Rogel. Jessica entered our Dare to Dream program fully prepared to work on her leadership and networking skills. As a result, she quickly became one of our shining stars and is now prepared to share her newly acquired skills within her professional community. The old adage says, it takes a village to raise a child. The following faculty members have committed to create that kind of village for our amazing 2020 graduates. As professionals, they have invested hours of expertise, preparation, and their own personal grit to help create brighter futures for our 2020 shining stars. Please allow me to introduce our remarkable faculty members, the women and men who made Dare to Dream not only possible, but a hard-earned success during a year of unique challenges. Ron Sullivan, motivational speaker. Ron equips people with the skills that help them identify, pursue, and achieve their goals and fulfill their potential. Dr. Brian Leander, professor and leadership expert. Dr. Leander has led numerous projects and programs at Adelphi University and elsewhere that advance diversity and inclusion. Deja Cromarty, publicist. Deja is the go-to publicist for entrepreneurs and brands. She transforms entrepreneurs from unnoticed to recognized household names by helping them to articulate and amplify their story. Amani Lene, graphic designer. Amani is a professional with a long list of experience in the graphic design area. She is well-versed in all parts of the design process and can make any vision come to life. Retha Fernandez, Suffolk County's first Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer at Suffolk County's Department of Human Resources, Personnel and Civil Service. Ms. Fernandez continues to expertly impact the world around her as she utilizes her professional and personal experience. Her ultimate goal is to help others create a lifestyle they desire. Monique Russell, financial advisor. Monique brings professionalism and real-life experiences to help others fulfill career goals and fine-tune their professional development. Nicole Christian, grant writer, manager, instructor, Uniondale Community Land Trust Executive Director. Nicole helps businesses and local governments tackle economic development initiatives by securing grant funding, tax incentives, and offering strategic guidance throughout the planning process. Dr. Kevin Jordan, Vice President for Student Affairs at Farmingdale State College and Chief Diversity Officer. Dr. Jordan is committed to improving student life, student services, and residents' life, as well as developing and continuing initiatives in diversity and inclusion. Jessica Toussaint, founder and president of Bridge to Promise. Jessica dreamed of creating an organization that would equip young adults today with the tools and resources necessary for societal and personal success. Through hard work and determination, that dream has become a reality. Today, we recognize the fruits of this dream as we celebrate our first cohort of graduates. Jessica is driven by her faith and desire to motivate and encourage others in a world that often feels unsteady. Jessica earned her Bachelor's of Science in Special Education and her Master's in Business Administration with a focus in Management in Leadership, is a certified life and success coach, and earned her certification in Organizational and Community Leadership. As a motivational speaker and coach, an agent of change, Jessica remains committed to teach, guide, and help young adults discover their hidden power within. Melisha Monroe, Human Resource Specialist. In addition to her love for HR, Melisha is also passionate about community service. She enjoys providing encouragement when speaking to an audience on the process of fulfilling career goals and fine-tuning their professional development. She loves to network and help people find their own voice and passion.
Hi, everyone. I am so happy that you're here today. My name is Jessica. I am the founder and president of Bridge to Promise. And so today we are in for a treat. We have our Dare to Dream graduates. I'm so excited. We created this leadership program for young adults, millennials, and Gen Z 18 and up, specifically in order to walk with them. So many times we've had great events, and we wanted to do something that really walked with the young person to search their hearts, to be able to develop their leadership skills. And so thus, Dare to Dream was born. We started this year strong. We started in person, as everyone else for most programming. We started off in our kickoff back in January. And since then, we had to pivot. We had to go virtual when COVID-19 hit. Like the world, we had to learn how to cope and how do we continue on. But more than ever, COVID-19 in 2020, we learned the importance of leadership, what good leadership looked like and what bad leadership didn't look like as well. And so this created an environment, a cocoon for them to be built up to experience leadership firsthand. We got to see the effects of good leadership and bad leadership. And we had the ability to be able to dissect it. They were able to examine themselves. I mean, you'll hear more from them in total depth, but we were just so happy during this time just to be able to pivot, to be able to have good communication, good, just great foundational lessons that every young person needs. So we have some amazing students that you'll hear more from today. And it was just such a great opportunity. We had fantastic, fabulous faculty and that were able to walk through, able to coach us. And so you'll get to see more of that in the clips to come. So just want to welcome you for taking some time just to support us, just to see some of our programming. And if you're a young person, we are here to support you. So sign up for our next cohort. So I want to introduce our amazing program manager, Latoya, who got us this far, who was able to pivot, who was absolutely instrumental in our clients' growth and development. And so without further ado, I will introduce Latoya.
Hello. I am so excited that we reached this point. I just want to say a big shout out to our 2020 graduates. We made it all the way through. I am so very proud. I'm so very honored that you trusted us with the process through this program. like Jessica mentioned, I came on board at the beginning of this year, and it has just been a dream. It has been awesome working with the program. I love the mission of equipping young people with the tools they need to just soar. The amazing presenters and speakers that we were so gifted with through each and every session. We met monthly, and we were just blown away by the tools that we got, the information, the feedback. I saw each and every one of our participants grow in so many different ways, and it was just an honor being part of this program, an honor meeting our students. We went from January, like Jessica said, where we met in person actually for that first session, and everyone stuck with it even through the adjusting and the pivoting through this entire year. You rode the wave with us, and I am just excited to celebrate your wins, to celebrate how far you've come, all the things that you were able to do and to grow, for the impacting myself, for impacting Jessica, for impacting LaShawn. I'm just so very excited for our graduates. I'm so excited we got to this point. And I know that you guys are hearing from us, but you want to hear from the graduates themselves. And we have two of our shining stars that want to share. They want to share their own experience, what they've learned so far. We had some dynamic presenters and speakers. We learned a bunch of things, right? But you want to hear from them. So with no further ado, I want to bring to the stage Jonathan Ortiz and Ms. Paula Thompson. These are our shining stars that went through our program, that got all the way to the end with us. They were equipped with so much information, and they didn't just emerge as leaders, but Jonathan is going to be paying it forward for our cohort 2021. So I'll let them share. So Paula, the floor is yours.
Okay. Hello, everyone. This program has really been a blessing in disguise. I didn't know what Rich the Promise was when I signed up, and I looked through social media. It seemed enticing, so I signed up, and I really took every session to heart, with focusing on what I needed to work on as a personal leader, how I need to portray myself, what I want to be showing as a brand for myself, because I am the brand. I feel that Dare to Dream has provided not only a platform for professional advice, but a place where my peers and I came to address our fears, where we understood that our fears are not something that we feel, but other people are understanding that as well, where we could ask questions with these professionals, or we can learn and understand the various types of leadership that there are, because there are so many. There's not just one, even though we have seen a lot in several workplaces that we can be different types of leaders. I will always remember to align my actions with my beliefs. I will always be consistent with my brand. And it may seem difficult, but doing that, it helps us in the long run, because we will always know that this is what I believe in, and I want this to be shown to other people, so I need to stick to that. This got straight to the point, this leadership intensive, with the traits that it is to be a leader, because even though there are a lot of traits you can have, there are basic traits that every leader does have if you break it down. The factors that generally shape leaders. And as a young person, there were so many sections that I could really focus on, but one that I really needed to focus on in this time was financial, the financial growth. And there's so I did really learn a lot. I know that I really need to have several savings accounts. It may take me some time to get there, but I know that it's a goal that I definitely had that I didn't have at the beginning of the year. I know that a retirement account is absolutely necessary, no matter how young you are. And I can't ignore that. There's just so much to say. There really is. I learned about, throughout the sessions, we learned about organizational development. We learned about personal development. We really learned a lot. I can't put it all into one session of speaking about this program, but I just really recommend it to anyone, and sign up. You don't know what you're in store for, and it was a really great experience.
I would agree with what Paula's saying. There was so much going on throughout every session that to sum everything up in a couple of minutes is very, very difficult. But I will say, from like my personal perspective, going into the leadership meeting, I just knew, dealing with other people, that leadership is a very important trait to have. And you always have to work and develop on that. So when the program started, everything was focused on yourself. And for the most part, we don't focus on ourselves. We're always taking care of others and always focusing on trying to make sure everything's okay. So I think this program was great because it started with you. And every single speaker that came in, regardless of the topic, from political development to resume writing to social activists and stuff like that, even if we didn't think it applied to us going into the session, we got so much out of it. I think even in one of the sessions, we were able to kind of like take a couple of minutes out to meditate, which, as speaking for myself, I never take time to stop, with everything that's going on. So I believe that it gave us so many tools and so many resources with dealing with ourselves, finding out our strengths, finding out our weaknesses, and dealing with others, finding out different personality types, how to get along with different personality types, how to address problems, how to be a voice in your community, how to write a resume, finances. Everything was just so greatly packaged together, and Bridge to Promise found people in their fields that were the best at what they do. And they were the content that they provided, the resources that they provided, they were very welcoming, and it just formed like a really, really good community. And it came in perfect timing, especially with the pandemic. So I felt like it gave us the ability to focus on something that now, when we come out of this pandemic, we can be so much of a better person and so much of a better resource to people in our community as well. So thank you guys again. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm going to be signing up as a mentor to assist the next graduating class. And hopefully we keep building on this and just progressing forward. So thanks, guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you to our graduates. It was an honor having you. Thank you for sharing. I'm just so very proud. I know Jessica and LaShawn are too, how far you both have grown, and not just the two of you, but just the impact that you had in our classes and our sessions. I know it definitely, you guys kind of rubbed off on each other. So I'm very excited, Jonathan. I know I'll be seeing you again shortly. But thank you for sharing. I know everyone that heard your story is going to be very impacted, and I hope that people will check out Bridge to Promise, Dare to Dream. Our shining stars, they lit the way for you. And so we're gonna bring someone very amazing to the stage. They mentioned organizational development. That was one of our leadership sessions that we had. And we had the honor of having Dr. Kevin Jordan, esteemed Dr. Kevin Jordan, who's also the Vice President for Student Affairs at Farmingdale State College and Chief Diversity Officer. And he was also one of our guest presenters for organizational development. And we still talk about it to this day. It was such a beautiful, wonderful session. We learned so many tools. The topic itself is so broad, but there's so many nuggets there that you can really just take and use. And Jonathan and Paula really touched on a lot of those. So I know Dr. Jordan wants to celebrate our graduates and have some wonderful words of wisdom for you. So without further ado, Dr. Jordan, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Latoya. First of all, I want to say congratulations to all of the graduates of the Dare to Dream Leadership Intensive. As a board member, I am very, very proud of the fact that you demonstrated tenacity and you stuck to the program, and I'm certain you will reap many, many benefits. I just want to take the opportunity just to leave you with a couple of thoughts. As you move towards success, however you define success, I want you to keep in mind that it's one step at a time. When you walk, it's one step at a time. If you run, it's one step at a time. And you have to use that as your basis, because if you don't, then a lot of frustration will set in. And keeping along the theme of steps, I just want to leave you with about 6 steps that I want you to think about. It's a guiding principle that I've used throughout my life, that I've shared with others, and I've shared with my son. So I just want to give you 6 steps to tuck into your spirit and hopefully use them. And I'm certain if you use them, you will realize your dream. The first step is to chart your course. It's always important to have some idea of where you're going, where you're starting, and each juncture where you'd like to be. Chart your course. And to honor. The second step is to honor your dream, honor your intellect, honor your, and when you honor your passion, what you do is you hone, sharpen, you redefine, you make clear your dream, your passion. You demonstrate your intellect to the fullest. The third step is to don't be afraid to ask. If there are resources available, there are people out there who can help you. Ask. When you ask, you have to be articulate. You have to be very, very clear in terms of the ask, because you want to make sure that when you ask, the person that you're asking clearly understands your dream, your passion, and clearly hears the intellect that you have in your ask. The fourth step is never say never. Never give up on your dreams, never give up on your hopes, never give up on yourself. I don't use the term failure because failure is just so definite. I use the term, how might I do it better? Because I don't know if anyone actually fails. The only time I believe someone can fail if they have not learned from the experience. The fifth step is care. Self-care, caring for yourself physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's so important because the reality is we have a lot of people around us. We have family and friends whom we love. But you know, when it boils down, you are stuck with yourself for the rest of your life. So you have to take care of yourself and you have to become your best friend. Because if in fact others decide that they want to leave you or they can't assist you for whatever reason, you have yourself. And when you take good care of yourself, you will always be available to yourself. And the sixth step is to value. It's important to take some time and think about, examine how you got from one point to the next. And that's the purpose of evaluation. There's a little jingle that I always use in my career, 35 years plus in higher education. And it's this, it's very, very simple. It was something that was instilled in me when I was a young kid. And it's good, better, best. Never let them rest until your good is better and your better best. So we have chart, first step. We have honor, your dreams, your intellect, your passion, second step. The third step to ask, and when you ask, be very clear and articulate. The fourth step is never give up. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your passion. Never give up on yourself. The fifth step is to care for yourself. That's very, very, very important. No one can take care of you better than you can take care of yourself. And the sixth step is to evaluate. Take some time. Think about how you move through each point, how you've reached each goal as you move towards your inevitable success. So if we take those six steps and we take the first letter for each one of the steps, it gives us an acronym. C, chart. H, honor. Ask, A. Never, N. C, care. E, evaluate. That acronym is chance. And what you need to do, what I invite you to do, is take that chance on yourself. Believe in yourself. Know that you can. There's nothing that beats a failure but a try. You're worth the investment. You're worth the time. So take that chance on yourself. Invest in yourself. And when you invest in yourself, and if you consider these six steps, I'm certain in the world of business there's something called ROI, a return on investment. Any investor, when he or she invests, they want a return. They put in something, and they want something back. If you honor those 6 steps and take them as a guiding post, chance, and you honor that and you invest in yourself, you will be amazed at the return on investment several fold. So once again, graduates, you did a beautiful job. I enjoyed my session with you, and I'm looking forward to hearing about great things from you. I'm looking forward to hearing more about your brand. I'm looking forward to hearing about how you've made a difference in other people's lives. So once again, congratulations. We're very proud of you. And just go and as the expression goes, knock 'em dead. Thank you. Best to you, and God bless you.
My name is Jonathan Ortiz, and I'm a professional photographer that uses digital tools to create imagery that makes moments last a lifetime and also helps individuals and organizations translate that message about their purpose to individuals around them. What forms of imagery do you use to communicate to others around you?
I like that. I like the question at the end. I think another good question could be like, what story do you want to tell through your photos, or what do they want to communicate through their images that they use?
Hi, I'm Candace. I host events all year round for women and young girls of color. Some of the events include women empowerment brunches, spa parties, workshops, and holiday mixers. What are some of the needs of the women/young girls you work with?
I like that. I think that's really good. And then too, a thing to keep in mind. So depending on, so you have an audience of keep in mind who your target audience is. So usually it's people they're pitching that want to hire you for an event, but also it may be you might be inviting some of these young women to attend. So your pitch might change based on that.
I got a brand, and they make a logo, and that's their brand, and that's it, and it just stops right there. However, there is branding beyond the logo that you have to really sit back and take the time to do and create quality content and have a reason why. People ask all the time, what's your why? And you have to be able to articulate what your why is to people as it relates to your brand. And in return, that will allow people to perceive you a certain way, which is exactly what marketing is.
I'd like to hear what you are as well. Speak for yourself. Recognize that the goal is not to win, but to reach consensus, or to at least reach goals and resolve issues, and to clear the air before you proceed. What else do you recommend? I'll take 3 recommendations for resolving conflict. I want to hear from some people who I've not heard, if that is possible. So if you know that we have not heard much from you, you have 10 minutes to show us who you are. So give me some recommendations for how to resolve conflict. I'm not calling anybody by name because I don't want no conflict.
I can go. I know.
Who are you?
Jessica Rogel. I know in my personal experience, helping with conflict is letting the other person just vent their feelings out without providing a solution right off the hand. Sometimes they just need you to hear how they feel. And what's helped me, what I've learned, is just letting them say what they need to say and then coming to, I guess, an agreement together towards the end, or just even before getting to that point, just letting them just get it off their chest, because even trying to come up with a solution fast doesn't let them let that all out.
Absolutely.
But he's just an amazing man. So I went to that center, and that's where I learned a primordial sound meditation. And that's the meditation that the type of meditation that I practice and also that I teach. And I went, and so that retreat basically changed my life. And I said, oh, this is what I want to do. I want to meditate. I want to just, keep myself stress-free, take all of the information that I learned at the retreat, and I want to apply it to my life. And then I started meditating. And as a result of me meditating, I did notice some changes in my life. I noticed changes in how I interrelate with myself, how I relate with my husband, with my son, with my friends. I learned how to basically manage my energy. I learned the concept of acceptance. One of my mantras.
So before an interview, I always tell people, research the company. How long have they been in business? Prepare questions you want to ask. How the position became available. What is a typical day like in this role? What are your expectations of me in this role? So there's preparing questions you want to ask. So I think it's so important to understand if you're applying for a position, it's very helpful to know, how did this position become available and why is it now available?
I'm excited that we have some of our board members that just want to get on and just to encourage our graduates. And so I'm going to welcome Angela, our first board member. And I'm going to welcome Nicole. And so if you can share some of your shout outs, some of the sentiments of your heart, and then I'll be right back.
Well, I want to say congratulations to you guys, our first class of 2020, the Dare to Dream. We are super excited that you guys went through this course, this journey. We know how so important it is for growth. And growth is always about learning and taking that information and applying it. And you guys did that. Considering with the way things were this year and you were steadfast, that already shows the character that you have. So we're so excited that you came on board, you stuck with it. Tenacity is important to achieving anything. And you guys showed that. And we're so glad that you chose Bridge to Promise. Woohoo! To be part of your journey as you move forward. Don't forget us. We hope that as you move forward, that you put your hand back and help the next person up so that they can progress and learn some of the things you've learned. So this is only the beginning, right? So as you take this information and you apply it in your life, personal and professionally, there'll be more to come. So stick around with Bridge to Promise and share the things you've learned, and we'll continue to share with you. But we want to say we're super excited and we're so proud of you guys.
Congratulations, class of 2020. I am super excited for each and every one of you. This year has not been easy at all, but you stuck with it. And we are here now celebrating you. So take this moment and just enjoy it. Take the breath, take the time to know you worked hard and you were blessed to see this day. And I just want to thank each and every one of you, as Angela said, for choosing Bridge to Promise. This leadership course I'm super excited about, and I'm proud of each and every one of you. So thank you, and congratulations. We look forward to see what you're doing. We look forward to working with you in your future. We look forward for future connections and collaborations. We are just so proud and blessed to have you as our first cohort. So thank you, and congratulations, class of 2020. Woo-hoo! Be blessed.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, board members. Thank you so very much. Could not have gotten this far without you. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for supporting our graduates. We would not have made it without your support. Your words of encouragement were definitely amazing and well received. So we just want to, again, big thank you for being here and for supporting our graduates through this program. So again, we're just so very excited. I know I am, I'm so excited to celebrate with all of you. Thank you for joining us today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This program has been so impactful. And we're excited because 2021 is quickly approaching and the registration is open for Dare to Dream Leadership Intensive Program 2021. Again, this is a 5-month development experience for the next generation of leaders. So all of you leaders out there, this is for you. And so we are excited. You're going to get tools. You're going to learn more about yourself. You're going to be able to utilize a lot of resources to help you establish and accomplish tangible benchmarks. So this is for you. These are virtual monthly meetings from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And next year, we're very excited because our next cohort is going to have the opportunity to meet with an accountability coach, right? So you're not just going to have the support of the other participants and myself and Jessica and the Dream and Bridge to Promise team, but you're also going to have some one-on-one individualized feedback from an accountability coach to really help guide you in accomplishing those tangible benchmarks. And we have a winter cohort that is starting January 23rd, 2021. We have a summer cohort that is starting July 24th, 2021, and each cohort is 5 months long. So we are excited for our 2020 graduates, but we are ready for our 2021 graduates. So the link is posted. Please click on the registration link, send the registration link, share it with anyone that you think would be interested. We are ready for you. I hope that you are ready for us, and we are just excited to take this journey even further. And again, we just want to celebrate our graduates. This is amazing. We're so awesome and so grateful and so thankful for you guys trusting us through this process. And we are ready for 2021. But graduates, this day is for you. So again, we just celebrate you. We celebrate you. We celebrate you.
So I joined LaToya in just again thanking you guys for getting us this far. We're thankful for our board member, for our supporters, and so this is the part that everyone gets to participate in. These programs that we do are free. We donate our time, our talents, our gifts to furthering the cause of developing young people. And so if you could find it in your heart to give anything, any denomination makes a difference. So there are many ways to give. There's Cash App, there's PayPal, there's Venmo. You can even give us a call at 516-4, I'm giving you my phone number, 516-564-3212. It is with your assistance that we continue to do the things that we do to make the difference of young people in Long Island. And because we have pivoted to virtual, we're able to reach a wider audience. And so before we end, I want us to get final thoughts from our graduates. We may have students that are watching, prospective candidates that are interested. What is one thing or a word of advice that we could give to them? So go ahead, Jonathan, do you want to take it first?
Yeah, sure. To all prospective people who are looking to enroll, I would say, take a chance on yourself. You can always bet on yourself, because at the end of the day, no matter what, all of the tools that you're going to learn from this program are going to help you so much longer. Even if it's in your personal life, in your work life, if you're looking to be your own business owner, if you're dealing with people, anything you're looking to do and move forward in life, this program is going to provide you with those tools that you're going to need. And as you grow and as you develop, you're always going to, I constantly like looking back at my notes and just like checking up on stuff. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when they was talking about. So this is just something that is going to evolve with you as you start progressing in life. And I always just say, just sign up, put the application in, and just wait to see if you get a call back. But you're definitely not going to be disappointed. The leaders in the Bridge to Promise organizations put everything that they have into this, and they just make sure that no matter what, they're looking to give back to us, and we just give it a chance and just look forward to it.
Great.
I'd say if you never thought about being a leader, definitely take the course. You definitely learn what it takes to be a leader, and anyone can be one. It's just putting in the work and really looking within yourself, looking around you, looking at what influences you and saying, I want to change that. I want to be a part of that change. So take that step.
That is absolutely great advice. Again, we are so proud of you, Jonathan and Paula, and everyone else that is a part of the class of 2020. And so again, we want to thank you guys for being with us today.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And again, like Dr. Jordan said, take these tools and take the chance. And this is not goodbye. The relationship just changes. We're still here to support you and just continue to cheer you along the way. So we're just so excited. So congratulations again.
Congratulations.
Thank you guys.
Thank you, graduates.
Yes. So LaToya, any final words?
I just echoed what you're saying. We're just so excited to get to this part. Again, Paula, Jonathan, thank you for being our shining stars for today. But we also want to just celebrate all of our 2020 graduates for our first cohort. You guys were amazing. Again, thank you for trusting us through the process. You learned a lot. We also learned so much from just being in your space. Thank you for opening your minds. Thank you for all of the sharing that you did. I just, like Jessica said, the relationship just changes, but we are still here. We are still here to support. We're still here to celebrate and to cheer you along the way. We know that you guys are going to just soar beyond. So again, many, many thanks to you. We are so very excited to celebrate you today.
And I with Latoya, it's been a great year. And leadership is so important. In this world, we learn that more than ever. In quarantine, we got to see the benefits of it. We got to see if we participate in it. And so my encouragement to everyone is that we continuously grow. As long as there's breath in our bodies, there's more to learn, there's more to retain. And the things that we learn is meaningless if we don't put it into practice. And so we're here to support young adults and to continue the journey as they grow, and lock arms with them and provide support. So we are, again, congratulations to the class of 2020.
Congratulations.
You guys did it.
2020 has been a year for Bridge to Promise to refocus and strengthen our organization with each of you in mind and at heart. From our graduates, to our program directors, to our event participants, and to our donors. And it was during this remarkable year in our history that our very first leadership cohort has come to the finish line. We are excited to honor and celebrate our Dare to Dream Leadership Intensive graduates. They remained committed to the 10-month interactive process where they were challenged and encouraged to grow as young professionals as they kept their eyes on the finish line. More promising futures, eager to contribute to their specific professional fields and communities. Our leadership development experience for the next generation of leaders is an engaging, carefully designed, collaborative experience. We've created a comprehensive program to engage young adults into exploration and understanding of leadership enterprise. It is strategically designed to equip emerging leaders with the critical resources and transformative tools needed to become effective leaders. We look forward to reviewing applications for our 2021 class. Please visit www.bridgetopromise.org to learn more and register for our January class. Our 2020 class of effective leaders has been dynamic, and we are honored to introduce them to the world. They are truly our shining stars of 2020.